Welcome to the 2021 team selection PSIA-AASI. We're coming to you live from Breckenridge, Colorado, snowy Breckenridge, Colorado. From PSIA-AASI, Eliza Kuntz, and I'd like to turn it over to Eliza.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in, and thanks to everybody who is currently here. It's an absolute honor to be here and share in this process, and especially in this new COVID process that we seem to be creating as we go. So our team embodies our organization's culture, our educational goals, and is our connection to the snow sports community and even the industry as a whole, and not just here in the United States, but globally as well. So this is a really big deal. And on behalf of the National Board of Directors, I thank all of you who are here, who have been here all week, who have been working endless hours. And we thank you for your dedication and your relentless passion for what you do every day. And we sincerely look forward to working with you for the next 3 years. You are very inspirational, every one of you, and we thank you. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Eliza. Speaking of 3 years, this is normally an every 4-year process. 5 years ago, we were right here in Breckenridge when the 2016, what was supposed to be the 2020 team, was named. And who knew a year ago we'd have our world rocked, and we had to embrace things like this, like using technology. We appreciate your patience for allowing us to do this live stream. It is one of the silver linings to be able to actually bring this announcement to the entire world, actually, not just the entire membership. So it's been an incredible journey, and just to speak a little bit about that journey, the team represents truly the best of the best in snow sports instruction and education, top-level educators as well as subject matter experts. They support the resorts and the divisions, schools around the country, as well as represent the PSIA-AASI Association across the world in everything that we do. We started off with 78 folks into this process, and the process began with, at the divisional level, everybody had a selection process within their own divisions to get into the application process for the national team, in which case there was an application process that involved a video, a writing sample, and a cover letter. And normally we would do evening presentations during this event all week. We pivoted and actually decided to do those online. So we did online Zoom presentations. All 78 candidates went through that process during the month of March and the first week of April. For the selectors and for a few of us that were reviewing all of those indoor presentations that lasted between 15 and 20 minutes, it was a long month and well, it was a long 5 weeks, but it turned out to be an amazing process, in which case we learned a lot. We were able to see some great presentations and actually get some of that part of the process out of the way. So here we are, we're live, and we can't believe, I can't even believe that I'm saying that we are actually here live together. It is a little bit awkward because we're coming to you via Zoom through YouTube, but we're excited to get into this, and I know that the people that are sitting here in this room with me want me to shut up right now and get to it. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. We've got an amazing coaching staff. I want to speak just briefly to that. When we decided to select a coaching staff, Jeff Boyd, head coach, and myself set out to create a team of coaches. So the team could model what the new team, the whole entire team, can be. And I will say this one team concept has really proven in this last team. I want to congratulate the first and only 5-year team that just finished up last week at our national academies, and congratulate them on everything they've done. The one team concept was really born out of true collaboration between the disciplines, really truly working together as one team. So on that note, I want to acknowledge, first we'll have Jeff Krill come in, followed by Emily Lovett, our cross-country coach. Greg Dixon is our telemark coach. Then we have Eric Rolls and Tony Macri will come in. Eric Rolls is our head snowboard coach. Tony Macri is our assistant and development snowboard coach. Then Michael Rogan and Matt Boyd. Michael Rogan, Alpine head coach. Matt Boyd, assistant development Alpine coach. We'll finish up the evening with Jeff Boyd closing it out. So getting into it, we're about to get into a video and we're going to bring Jeff Krill up to the stage, but I wanted to acknowledge a couple folks that actually helped Jeff during this really long week process to help Jeff select the new members of the adaptive team. And I want to acknowledge Josh Spolstra, team member, as well as local gentleman Jeff Inouye for helping Jeff. All right, Jeff Krill, ladies and gentlemen, adaptive coach.
All right, well, I guess I get the honor to kind of break the ice here. Everybody's been in suspense. It's been a long week. You know, I never look at these decisions lightly. As you know, we've all been here. We've dedicated our lives to what we do in snow sports. The friendships that we develop here, you know, that we continue to work with each other. And, you know, these are some of the hardest decisions that, you know, we as your peers and your selectors, and your friends and fellow snow sports lovers are out there, you know, doing this every day. And it's we don't take this lightly in what we do. We love what we do, and we, you know, especially for me in adaptive, it's more than a passion, it's a lifestyle. And with that, you know, I'm going to be giving out what our new team is going to look like. What we can shape with that team in the next few years. And yeah, with that said, I don't want to delay it because I know everybody's waiting around the country and the world to get to that. And with that said, you know, I'm going to bring up my first person, which is going to be Christina Bruno. We're not allowed to clap, you guys. Keep it quiet. And this is going to be actually the first time in adaptive that we are actually going to be able to go ahead, Christy. You guys can clap for her now. And you know, I'm very excited actually to be able to grow the team for the first time. To instead of being a team of a coach or a team of one, we're actually going to be able to grow it this year, which is pretty exciting. That said, I'm going to bring up Michael Mall. Thank you guys for your dedication and whatnot. With that, I'm going to pass it on to the next coach. Thank you, and get another round of applause for these two.
I'll bring up Emily Lovett, but before we do, I want to acknowledge the person that helped her all week to select the cross-country team, former cross-country coach, David Lawrence. So thanks to David and Emily, come on up.
Wow, what an amazing week we had. Reflecting on this last week, what comes to mind first is just really wanting to thank the 78 candidates that shared this week with us. The candidates, you know, from all disciplines, really were really engaged in this last year and spent this last year working along with us as we figured out the selection process. And, you know, they trusted, even in the unknowns with the pandemic, that this was going to be a great week and to show up and give it all. And so I just really want to thank those 78 participants for coming together. That's super special to me. And the other thing about that is these people are all leaders of our organization, whether they make the team or not. The 78 people are really important to what we do as an organization. And I think as a group, we need to acknowledge that. So thank you. I also think that these 78 people have already started shaping our new national team by who they are and how they showed up. And that's just super meaningful. And I think that, you know, as we go forward, we're going to remember this week for the camaraderie that we built, the trust that we had in each other, the support that we gave to each other. And that's what I mean by shaping our new team, because this group really created that this week. And that was just one of the highlights I think that we all felt out there. And that energy is going to take us on. So thank you for that. The other piece that was really reflective for me is that we had amazing support out there as coaches. And I had the honor to work with our former cross-country coach, David Lawrence. And, I just thank all the selectors for their guidance, their mentorship, and, really helping us coaches make great decisions that is not only going to affect our national team, but will affect our whole organization. So thank you to the selectors. And with that, I want to congratulate all the new members of the 2021 national team and say that I'm beyond excited to work together for the next 3 years and beyond. And our cross-country national team is Tuli Budenovic, and Zeke Fashionbauer. So excited to be working with these two for the next 3 years and beyond. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks, team. And moving on, we're going to move on now to Telemark. Greg Dixon, head coach of Telemark team. And also like to give a special shout out to a former coach who helped Greg, Scotty McGee, is in the house as well. I'm going to pass it over to Greg Dixon.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm super stoked that everyone from across the country can be here to join us and be part of this presentation. I really want to thank all the candidates for being here, for all the efforts, all the struggles, and all the love that they put into the commitment for this process. And really specifically, I want to thank participants of our Telemark group. We had an extremely strong, devoted, talented group of folks that came out and gave everything they had. And we're walking away from this process, stronger, closer, better people, and it's just an amazing process for all of us to see. And all the support as well from the organization, from our selectors. Dave Schilling here helped come in and assess some of our candidates, Jim Boyd, Nick Heron, and of course, what really helped me get through this process is former Nordic team coach Scott McGee was there to help me walk through my first assessment, and it was amazing. And so what I would like to do is go ahead and announce our next Telemark team. And from Eastern Division, all the way from Mount Snow, Vermont, Mr. Keith Rodman. In addition, from the Rocky Mountain Division, from Winter Park, Colorado, Mr. Jim Shaw. Good evening. Well, consistent. Good. You're tall.
All right, and if you haven't noticed, not only did we grow the adaptive team, we also grew the cross-country team. Emily has some more support as well as the Telemark team. So we've got a true team with coach and 2 team members. So congrats again, guys. Moving right along, I'd like to bring up Eric Rolls and Tony Macri. We'll give those guys a second. And while they're coming on up, would like to acknowledge the selectors that helped these guys choose this team this week. So thanks to previous coach Scott Anthang, and before him, coach Lane Flagg, followed by Casey Gandy, Robin Kissel, Sean Catnaugh, and Jason Shetron. And I'll pass it over to you guys. Take it away.
I would like to start out by thanking not only all the participants that came over and gave it their all for the tryout. It's a lot of hard work, but also those important support structures back home, from the friends and families and the loved ones to the coworkers and the resorts that support these people coming here to do this today. It takes a lot to be able to do this, and we couldn't have done this without all the selectors. So much work has gone in before we get here, so it's amazing all the work that we were able to see come out. Additionally, Eric and I would also like to, we're really grateful that we were able to create an assessment process that really allowed us to work through our learning connection model, to be able to see how amazing these guys were at delivering and creating exercises and producing information based on our 3 pillars, which are people, teaching, and technical skills.
We saw some amazing talent this week, and it gave us a lot of optimism for the future of snow sports instruction. We are very excited to welcome to you the next PSIA-AASI Snowboard team. First up, Stephanie Wilkerson.
Next, we would like to welcome and cheer on Amy Bailey.
Please welcome Brian Donovan.
Next on the snowboard team, we have Chuck Hewitt.
Please welcome Lindsay Stevens.
All right, next we have Matt Larson.
Please welcome Chris Rogers.
Going to bring up Coach Michael Rogan and Matt Boyd. Come on up, and while they're coming on up, I want to acknowledge this incredible selector team that helped these guys select the Alpine team for 2021. First off, we've got previous coach Rob Sogard, another coach Mike Porter, Carol Levine, Ellen Post Foster, Ron Kipp, Dee Byrne, Eric Lipton, Jennifer Weir, Pete Allison, Gar Trainer, and David Oliver. Thanks so much for the incredibly hard work that helped those guys. Come on up, guys. I'm going to pass it over to you. Take it away, Michael Matt.
Hey, thanks, guys. Wonderful to have everybody here. We got to acknowledge the folks in this room behind the cameras that work so hard, but it's also important to acknowledge the folks moving from the team, and there will be a safe applause, but Jennifer Weir, Heidi Etlinger, Eric Lipton, and David Lyons. Very good. Congratulations. So without further ado, let's get to the Alpine team. Jonathan Ballou. He was quicker this on the snow. Thanks, bud. Robin Barnes. Hey. Yeah. Ryan Christopherson. You'll be okay. Okay. Dusty Dyer. Bart Flynn. Congratulations, stay right here. This is a pretty cool moment. You gotta be over there. George Flynn. Joshua Fogden. Enjoy the moment. He's taking a walk up, folks. Mike Hafer. Stephen Helpenby. Well done. Don't forget the hard way. Kevin Jordan. Brenna Kelleher. Zoe Mavis. Ben Potts. Ann Shorley. on, Smitty. Troy Walsh. Ladies and gentlemen, the folks that weren't successful, thank you very much. I congratulate you and tip your hat. You made us better during the week. Thank you very much. Our job continues. The new Alpine team.
Really excited to grow the entire PSIA-AASI National Team. And in the spirit of the one team concept, we're really excited about what this team is capable of doing and what they plan to do in the next 3 years. I'm going to kick it over to head coach Jeff Boyd to close us out for this evening.
Thanks, Dave. And thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you all being here. Those of you watching live on YouTube, we appreciate you spending some time with us this evening and welcoming our new 2021 national team to the stage. We're super proud of these people. We're very proud of the people who also came and gave it their all to try out for this last week. It's been an amazing process. The amount of work, the amount of just caring that went on out there was truly tremendous. And if you're not up here, your time is coming here. And this is a growth opportunity. And we're really looking forward to seeing you again in the future. And we're looking forward to working with our national team. And as Dave mentioned a minute ago, how we've been able to grow the national team to show our commitment towards snow sports education, our commitment towards our divisions. And we couldn't be more proud for what these people are going to bring to the stage and to our resorts in the coming years. So with that, we thank you for tuning in. We have some celebrating to do tonight, and you guys at home have a great time, and we get to catch up with you guys shortly. Thanks very much, everybody.
I'm Nicholas Heron, CEO of PSIA-AASI. I wish everyone who's here the best of luck. Going through an assessment process is never easy. Everyone is of value to this association, and if it wasn't for every single person that showed up this week, we wouldn't be who we are. And just seeing this event being pulled off in the era we're in right now, it brings me hope to the love of the sport and everything we do in the organization. Let's get it done.